but sometimes that lizard brain gets loose. Gets loose as a goose. Don't get me started. You know what I mean? I know you've all been there. I know you've all been there. Take a good couple of ripperoonies off the Benjamin before we get into it. You like that Boston accent? I know you do. Grab your glass of water, get in the car, pay attention to the road. That sounded weird. All right. Hey, welcome back to Toke It Out. How are you guys? I hope your week has been amazing. My week has been amazing. And let's get right into it because, as you know, last week I am a major rambler. Whatever. Major. Oh, here we go. It's hard. Oh, rambler? Yeah! Guess what? Whatever, major rambler, eat it. Hopefully it's not like some weird, like, fuck you in sign language or something, but we just made that up. Let's go, team. Hey, gang. That one's for free. Y'all can take that. Hell yeah. As you can see, the ripperoonies and the edamales, no. I was like, I think that's like a real word though. Obviously the edibles and the ripperoonies are hitting. So this may be a silly, goofy episode. So if you guys are looking for more serious topics, maybe go to last week, before the edible hit. There we go. Love you, Lonnie New. Okay. So what are we talking about this week, team? So I really wanted to get into, what are like some super weird phobias? I definitely have like a level of arachnophobia that isn't super like, it doesn't hinder my day to day. Like I'm not gonna like crash my car if I see a spider on the inside, but am I paralyzed with fear? Do I have to pull over to the nearest safe spot immediately? Yes. Get to a 7-Eleven parking lot so I can post up and eliminate the threat. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, spider lovers out there. I know it's irrational. I understand it's irrational. I am not out there maliciously magnifying spiders in the wild, but I have a deep-rooted fear that we cannot live on the same plane of existence at any moment. And I know that I probably do with spiders in my house and stuff. Like, go ahead, assholes in the comment. Go ahead, jerks in the comments who want to be like, there's at least 45 spiders in your walls right now. I'm sure there freaking is. Hey, that's not a comforting fact though. What's up? That's not fun. So, but I know I'm not alone in this. Like, and I also have like, I wouldn't call it a phobia because I still do it. And if I had like a major phobia, I just would not do it. Because I like don't go to like the spider section of like, ooh, I'm getting like, I don't like it. Like I don't go to like the spider section of like the reptile house and like the zoo and stuff. I hate it. See, I really don't like it, you guys. I really don't like it. But like I have major flight anxiety, like getting on a plane, so much anxiety. And going to Vegas, it's so hard. It's so hard because it's such a long flight too. And hey, real quick side note, we'll get into the weird phobias, but real quick side note, I don't think I've ever said this on this pod. Maybe I have, and if I have, sorry, you're getting this fact twice, but I do think it's very, very interesting that, okay, so I'm flying to Vegas. Did you know that if you work at like Area 51 or whatever, it is so top secret and like, like you can't even drive into it as an employee because it's so top secret. You have to fly into it. And the planes are called Janets. They take off from the Harry Reid Airport to fly into Area 51. Here we go. This is according to Wikipedia. Janet and Janet Airlines are the unofficial names of the highly classified fleet of passenger aircraft operated by the United States Department of the Air Force as an employee shuttle to transport military, Department of Defense civilians, and contract employees to special access program facilities, SAPF, excuse me, SAPF. The airline mainly serves the Nevada Test and Training Range, the NTTR, most notably Area 51, and the Tonopah Test Range from a private terminal at Las Vegas's Harry Reid International Airport. The airline's aircraft are generally unmarked aside from a red cheat line along the aircraft's windows. So that's really cool. So if I see any, that's gonna be really cool if it's a Janet. But it's a private terminal, so I'm sure I will not see it. The fleet's Janet call sign is said to stand for just another non-existent terminal. That's actually so fun. Or Joint Air Network for Employee Transport. Boring. I like the first one. Just another non-existent terminal. It's giving, that is so giving the country's best yogurt, or this can't be yogurt. Not me comparing Area 51's flights to the country's best yogurt. It's so silly. So they have like a bunch of pictures of them on Wikipedia, and they're all by like, it's flying by like the Mandalay Bay, like the Mandalay Bay resort, or it's flying by the MGM resort. But that's very cool. So anyways, not sure how we got there. Phobias, flight anxiety, going to Las Vegas, Janet, we're back. Okay. So yeah, so I have a lot of flight anxiety. But phobia. So I don't think that my flight anxiety is considered a phobia because I still do it. And I will do it. And I mean, I'll do it even I've voluntarily, I've not done this, but I will even get on a flight to go to Hawaii, like an over the ocean 9-hour flight, whatever, 6-hour flight, whatever it is. But I do have a lot of anxiety around it. But I do want to know, what are some other weird phobias? I want to know what is considered a phobia versus a fear. Because I was having a physical reaction just to thinking about spider environments, but certainly I'm not having maybe a little bit of anxiety talking about getting on a flight, but not so much. Fear is a natural and adaptive emotional response to perceived threats. Okay. While a phobia is an intense, irrational, and persistent fear that significantly impacts daily life. Okay, so maybe I don't have arachnophobia. Phobias are excessive and out of proportion due to danger present by the object or situation, often leading to avoidance behaviors and significant distress. I don't know. We're bordering that for me. Definitely bordering that. Fear, normal and adaptive. Fear is a normal human emotion that can be helpful in avoiding danger. Fear is typically triggered by a real or perceived threat and is proportionate to the situation. My anxieties and my fears are almost always out of proportion, it feels like. That's not true, but it sometimes can feel like that. Internally, it definitely feels like we're on 10 sometimes with the fear. But I mean, then, my non-lizard brain certainly takes over to some degree and pulls it back to an appropriate amount. But sometimes that lizard brain gets loose as a goose. Don't get me started. You know what I mean? I know you've all been there. Fear typically subsides once the threat has passed. Yes, that's definitely true. Phobias. Excessive and irrational, persistent, disruptive, recognized as irrational. So here I am being like, yeah, no, I know it's irrational. Individuals with phobias may realize that their fear is unreasonable, but they still struggle to control it. Yeah, I know it's irrational, but if there was a spider on this desk right now, I would scream so loud and have to leave the room and probably shake it out like a bunny running from a wolf. For real. What bunnies do? Bunnies are, have so much pent up energy when they're running and they don't pant. They don't like dogs. They don't pant like dogs and stuff. And I don't think it has anything to do with panting, because panting is sweating. Anyways, so bunnies, when they are running from a predator and they hide and they have gotten away from the predator, they still have all this pent up energy from running from the predator. But when they perceive themselves as safe in the situation again, they will shake it out so that they get rid of that energy and then just mosey about being a bunny. And I'm like, awesome. Good for bunnies. So maybe in my like bunny brain, in somewhere in the collective human bunny brain, like running and exercising is really good for our anxiety because we're shaking it out like a bunny. Another freebie for you guys. That's so silly. So, okay. So that's a phobia versus a fear. What are some like strange phobias? And by strange, like obviously if you have like a phobia, I'm sorry, because obviously you know that this is an irrational fear. So I just want to preface that going into this, that I'm not trying to make fun of anybody. I'm just like, these may be a little bit more uncommon than the others, so keep that in mind. Okay, phobias are irrational and persistent fears that can cause, and this is all Google AI, you guys, just so you know. I feel like I was not super clear in the last one. A bunch of that. Most of that, except the People magazine I read last week, was Google AI as well. Because you can't Google anything without the AI. If you can turn it off, like, I don't know that you can. Can you? Sound off in the comments. Okay. Phobias are irrational and persistent fears that can cause significant distress and avoidance behaviors. There are some unusual and weird phobias. That's according to Google. Whoa. Okay, so I just realized not gonna be able to pronounce any of these. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and try to pronounce these, and if I pronounce them incorrectly, I'm so sorry. I'll put the word up here so you guys can see. Audio listeners, get on over to YouTube, like I've said before. Okay. Arachiobutyrophobia. Yeah, again, like I said, guys, that is going to be a hard one, okay? That is the fear of peanut butter sticking to the roof of your mouth. Okay. The fear of peanut butter sticking to the roof of your mouth. So what is like the root cause of that? Like, are we afraid that it's never going to come off? Are we afraid that it's going to impede on our speech or like forever be there? Like, I mean, that has to be the fear, right? That it's never going to come off. Like, or is it just the fear that that sensation will happen and you dislike that sensation so intensely that it becomes a phobia? And I mean, whatever. It's just, really? That? Okay. Esoptrophobia. The fear of mirrors. Now, what could be the fear there? Like, are you afraid that you're going to see yourself kind of like, are you afraid that you're going to see something in the mirror with you? Are you afraid that you're going to see like your face distorted in the mirror? Like, I mean, do we all gain that phobia when you take acid? I don't know. Like, I'm just kidding. Like, are you afraid that you're going to see yourself so much differently than you actually perceive yourself in your mind? What could the fear of mirrors be? Okay, the specific phobia of mirrors, like we talked about, particularly seeing oneself reflected in the mirrors. Okay, so, oh, that's really sad that you can't like look yourself in the mirror. Oh, or is it like, okay, so self-image issues, learned behavior, that's sad, or superstitions. Some people have like really intense superstitions with mirrors that they can't see themselves. Oh my, that's really sad. Phobia? Ooh, might have done that one right. Probably didn't. The fear of belly buttons. Okay, so the fear of belly buttons. Are you afraid that it's going to be more than a belly button? That it's going to be gross in there? That it's going to, like, the hole is just like so discomforting to you that you're like, ugh, I hate it. Okay, the intense and irrational fear of belly buttons. It can involve fear of one's own belly buttons, other belly buttons, or both. And the phobia can lead to distress, anxiety, and avoidance of situations where belly buttons might be exposed. So pool parties, a no for you. You're like, I cannot. This is my nightmare. I'm sorry, that's really sad. Like, I'm not trying to laugh at you, but like, oh man, it's like so bad where you're like, I can't go anywhere. Crop tops, low-rise jeans, no. I'm so sorry. That's an irrational fear, and I'm sorry that you have that phobia. And hey, whatever, at least people know it's irrational because that's why it's a phobia. No, it's not a but it's like, that's why it's a phobia because it's irrational, right? Globophobia, you better believe it, the fear of balloons. Now, what is the fear there? That the static will like attach to you and you won't be able to get it off? That it will pop? That it will get stuck somewhere in your home on you? It'll pop and the rubber is going to fly into your mouth. Claustrophobia, the fear of balloons, is specifically the fear that causes anxiety, panic attacks, or even physical symptoms. The fear can stem from past traumatic experiences with balloons, especially during childhood or by simply being startled by a balloon bursting. Oh, that's so sad. Schaetophobia, the fear of hair. The fear of hair. Is it like, okay, fear of hair. If you have that kind of phobia, like, I assume that you need to, like, shave off your hair all the time and like or wax or get laser hair removal all the time. Some individuals with chaetophobia only fear loose hair, while others are terrified by a hair on their own bodies. Okay, so some are like, okay, I'm like loose and detached hair, like, it's like hair in the drain or whatever. Ugh, it's gross. Tryptophobia. I don't like this one either. Tryptophobia sucks. I don't even want to look at this. The strong aversion. See? This tryptophobia is a strong aversion or fear of tightly packed patterns, particularly clusters of holes, bumps, or similar formations. It's a visual discomfort that can range from symptoms like disgust, anxiety, or a physical sense like chills and nausea. And while not officially recognized as a phobia by the American Psychiatric Association, it's a well-documented phenomenon, and some studies suggest that it may be an evolutionary response to perceived threats. I literally have to go ahead and click out of that. I don't like it either. Did I eat chia seed pudding this morning? Yeah, and it would absolutely trigger that, probably. So I probably don't have that phobia, but it does, like, all those like holes together, like bumps. Ooh, don't like that. Do not like that. Phrygophobia is an intense or irrational fear of coldness, including cold temperatures or even things perceived as cold. Oh, so you have to so you're a hot coffee, lukewarm water kind of person, and you could not handle it here in Michigan. It's a specific phobia, a type of anxiety disorder where the fear of disproportionate to actual danger presented by the cold, while recognized it's not as common as other phobias in Western culture, particularly in the U.S. In some Asian cultures like China, it's considered a cultural related syndrome. Okay. Learned behavior, observing others' fear of cold or experiences associated with cold weather can attribute to developing this phobia. Cultural influences about the fear of coldness, underlying anxieties. Individuals with pre-existing anxiety disorders might be more prone to developing phobias like phrygophobia, and traumatic experiences. Obviously, that could totally, if you were left in the cold, got frostbite, something like that. Whew, I'm sure that you have a intense phrygophobia. But I hate the cold too. I hate the cold. I don't have phrygophobia, but I certainly hate the cold. So I hope that everybody with phrygophobia gets to live in Miami, South Florida, somewhere super, super warm. Texas. I don't know. That's not a really warm place. Arizona, Tucson, something like that. Okay. Atherozophobia. I was doing so good. Atherozophobia is a rare phobia categorized by an intense and irrational fear of being forgotten or ignored. Oh, I'm so sorry. These are all kind of sad. I thought these were supposed to be weird, bro. What the fuck? Excessive anxiety and worried about being forgotten, avoidance of situations where they might be overlooked, difficulty concentrating or making decisions due to fear. Physical symptoms such as sweating, palpitations, or shortness of breath, social isolation, and withdrawal. That's sad because sometimes, especially in this culture of being ghosted and stuff, people just absolutely stopping talking to you for no given reason. This could be very, very triggering to some. Linophobia is the fear of string. When even just thinking about string. Okay. See, now that's what I'm talking about. Ooh, ableuthophobia, fear of bathing. Fear of bathing, washing, or cleansing oneself. This phobia most often occurs in children and resolves with age, but can still be present in adults. Literally, I was like, is this a joke? I know some of y'all have that too. Get your ablutophobia in check. Take a bath. Adults, get your ass in a bath. Get your ass in a bath. Ablutophobia. I feel for you if you legitimately have this. If you're just a stinky ass motherfucker, take a shower. Use a body oil. Use some deodorant. Get it together. I'm serious. Agoraphobia, the fear of work. Hell yeah. I know Kim Kardashian thinks you guys have some of that. Get your ass up and work. Nobody wants to work anymore. Everybody has got agoraphobia. Hey, this has taken up so much of our time, you guys. So much of our time. I'm so sorry. You basically just heard me read off a bunch of phobias and learned about that. We're going to get into a couple other topics, but how I had no idea I was talking about this that long. I will totally probably cut some of these out. That's crazy. Have you guys seen the new season of You? I'm sure you guys have. I'm sure you guys have seen the new season of You. But what are we thinking? Are we liking it? Are we not liking it? What's really going on here, team? New season of You. Let's see. What is Rotten Tomatoes giving it? You season 5, 81%, 60% audience score. Woo! Yikes. I thought it might get a little bit more, but I thought I thought season 4 was the last one, so maybe the audience is feeling a little tricked. You know what I mean? Maybe, because what did season 4 get? Audience score 62. Okay, again, maybe not the best season, but how are these whatever. Maybe I'm got a skewed vision of Rotten Tomatoes and think it should be more. Yeah, see, my favorite season 3 of You got a 70% audience score and a 93% tomato meter. I know that's fucking right, bitch. Hell yeah. Best season there was. So we're on 5 now. Okay. I have not watched it yet. I'm excited to watch it, but kind of not excited now that, I don't know, I'm not about to rush out and re-sign up for Netflix. But yeah, okay. Season 2 got a lot. Okay, so far it is the lowest rated season of You. Hell yeah, it's the lowest rated season of You. And season 3 is the second highest rated season after season 1. So, but if you guys aren't watching You guys should do it. It is a good show. I don't know. I was late to it as season 4 came out, and I was like, okay, now I'll watch it because at least I can watch it through the end. Now that there's a season 5, I'm kind of like, what? Should wait it again. But same with the new season of Black Mirror. So excited to see when I sign up if I get the Bernies or Barneys. Literally wait. I need to know how many of y'all got Bernies, how many of y'all got Barneys. How did they determine that? Was it so random? I need to know. Bernies versus Barneys. How was it determined? Okay, yeah. Two versions. If you don't know about this, 2 versions of the episode Benet Noir. I'm totally mispronouncing that, whatever. About a chicken place. I don't know, whatever. Again, I have not seen this yet. I'm waiting for it. Anyways, there's an episode of Black Mirror, Benet Noir, and apparently 2 versions of the episode were released. And they were released with this chicken restaurant name is either Bernie's, BERNIE', or Barney's, BARNIE'. The way in which viewers are presented with each version appears to be randomized. So some viewers saw Bernie's while others saw Barney's, leading to the debate. And it seems like, especially for how advanced AI is, you could easily change one word an actor was saying in post with and maybe that's the Black Mirror of it all. Which is a little scary, especially for actors, models, things like that, where AI is just absolutely taking over and AI is just becoming so advanced so quickly that I think in the next 5 years, it's going to be really hard to tell the difference between AI and not. There are some where I can't tell the difference already. That's a bummer. And I mean, granted, when somebody says, oh, this is totally AI, and I look a little bit closer, I can tell, but it does take me like that. Okay, yeah, I see it now. And then some others are very, very obviously AI, and it's crazy. But models say that they're worried about that they can't just like sign away their face and basically like generate, take their features with somebody else's features with somebody else's features and just kind of morph together a new AI person. And then each one of these models gets only a partial royalty on like their use, or not at all because they've signed away the use. I don't know. Anyways, Bernies or Barneys, what did you get? I'm very curious. I'm very curious on what I will get because let's make a guess. What do I think I'm going to get? I think I'm going to get Barney's, but who knows? Maybe it heard me say that now and it won't do it, but I think I'm going to get Barney's. When I get around to watching it, I will report back. Hopefully that'll be soon. It won't be next week, but it'll be the week after at least. Hopefully, probably. Yeah, I'm sure by then. Okay, no, we didn't get to like anything super crazy this week, but we are in the first week of May. So let me tell you what is our most anticipated of the month. It is the movie Bring Her Back. If you have not seen it, it's a new movie from A24. Bring Her Back. Let me go ahead and read you the plot. Okay, Bring Her Back is an Australian horror film. Following the death of their mother, a brother and sister are introduced to their new sibling by their foster mother, only to learn that she has a terrifying secret. Okay, so that was super vague. The poster looks really scary. Let's go ahead and watch the trailer for it. Oh, Bring Her Back. Okay, minute 40. Okay, so got the camcorder. What? This lady's on the floor. What? What? From the directors of Talk to Me. Talk to Me was my pick of the year, 2023. Was so good. Whoa. Like A24, it's so shot extremely like what? She was cutting his eyebrows off. Or what? Cutting his eyelids off while he's in the casket? What's this foster sibling doing outside? I've spoken with an angel? No. It does beautiful things. Oh my god. Oh! She's like rubbing the back of this girl's head. Oh, looks like a zombie. Listen, what are we listening to? The spirit stays in the body months after death? Not months. Whoa, we can bring her back. Oh my god, they're gonna bring the mom back? They really had to get like one scary face at the end. This looks terrifying. Whoa, 8.4 million views on this video 3 weeks ago. Hell yeah, baby. That is our most anticipated of the month. Oh, you're mad it's another horror movie? Who cares? Get over it. It's my podcast. This is going to be good. I think it is going to be good. If it's anything like Talk to Me, and Talk to Me was, again, like I said, my pick of the year, 2023. It's going to be amazing. Excited for that one, gang, for sure. Okay, so how long have I been talking now? Probably a lot longer. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. No, I'm just joking. I think that lady is kind of annoying. Sorry, I do. I don't really like how she says that. And until then, check out my video last week where I did not spend the whole time talking about phobias, and it was a lot more diverse, interesting episode. I love you guys. Be really safe. Tell your weird uncle about me. For real. I need more weird uncles subscribing to the YouTube, to the podcast. Thank you. Rate 5 stars, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.